Hey everyone, just a little bit further back in the game, and I thought I'd show you one of my custom factions, well, minor factions. It is ruled by Aluvair, and he is giving me fair warning that I, King Kairos, will face woe if I send my wandering hand into the reaches of the barony of the Shadowed Ridge. We only wish peace to the nations of our two nations. Uroder Vex, he is the leader. Aluvair is their city. And you have nothing to fear from me or my people. This is what I was hoping for. Because if you remember, I was all kind of gung-ho way back in the late stages of the beta talking about the Phage and minor nations. And here we are with a minor nation, which actually has quite a bit of interesting things in its border. And then a decent-sized city as well. And they actually have a pretty decent champion. Oh, wow. Not just pretty decent. They have an awesome champion. Look at how much damage that guy can dish out. We will not be messing with Aluvair anytime soon. But in the meantime, if we can talk and not just look at his nobleman's pants. And this is what he ended up looking like. Mind you, once I get more familiar with it, I'll be able to make sure there's like lots of different gear and clothing and stuff like that on these guys. But in the meantime, it fits. Let's see. Now, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to talk with these guys. And obviously, the barony of the Shadowed Ridge doesn't have a background scene to show. I'm assuming it's because either a glitch or I didn't build one in. But in the meantime, let's check out some treaties. I think it would be useful if we had a non-aggression pact. And to sweeten the pot, I'll ask them for 4 gold, see if they agree. Alright, we agree not to attack each other for 99 turns. That's pretty cool. Trade. Do they have anything of value? Well, I have material, and they have gold. That's of value. Let's see, say 50 material, okay, for 50 gold. 51, they won't believe it, they won't buy it. 50, we both agree, 50 material for 50 gold is worth it. They've got money, I need it. So I'll accept it, and see if we can talk about something else. And dynasties. I'm not sure why dynasties popped back up that route. Maybe there's just no daughters or something for us to share. Haha, share. But in the meantime, we're just going to travel. I could actually pass through their territory now safely. So I don't have to go that far around. But one thing I can do, let's see, shard harvesting, channeling, which gives essence bonus, the Tower of Ariog. Mana regen, oh, well, what does it really matter if I get it now? I can't use it until I get a city level 5. That's kind of a tease. Brad, get that replaced. I don't want to have to do it. Or even this. See, it's just no value. I can't do it until city level 3. Arcane knowledge 100%. I'll take it, but it's not exactly what I'm looking for. In the meantime, diplomacy, since I actually have somebody to be diplomatic with. As you can see, we're expanding quite fairly well here. And eventually I'll get to that gold. Gold is the key, but here I've got materials and all that other stuff, and I just need someone to trade with. And that's turn 59 as I explore the region and see that there are people nearby. It's awesome. Now I can actually start building a trade caravan now that I'm thinking about it. Because we truly could use one. Train! Train! We're gonna train. Okay. In the meantime, we will listen to Kyra say, Ah, look at that. Metal off to the east of some kind. And remember, the game's not choking normally. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Monsters in the woods. We have to be scared and wary. It's true, too. There's crazy monsters out there. They're crazy, yo. It's like horrible. What you doing is like horrible. You gonna go there? It's like horrible. Well, I'm gonna make another light spearman. Or 2. Or 3. Try to save my town as best as I can while I go off exploring the wilds. The only drawback to having such a massive city, or map, I mean, what's this? Leads to dynasties. Treaties leads to trade tech. Oh. I'm going to pick up treaties. Negotiation seems like it's going to hang out. Let's learn the next spell, and in the meantime, work on diplomacy some more since we actually have somebody to trade with. Woohoo! Trade! It's awesome! And before I do that, though, I have learned a new spell. Bring forth the Imp. And the Imp, standard strength. Now I know in the earlier version I couldn't summon multiples, but looks like I may be able to do that with the Nature's Ally. I'm not sure if that's intentional or not. If it is, that's great, and I'd like to have bears as my army. And then once we get a chance to really start modding, we can turn those into, traditional fantasy things. But for now, Elemental's rocking it, and we're going to have fun with it. Since I saved, I am going to try this experiment of seeing if I can summon another bear. I was able to summon another bear. Let's check again. Well, apparently I can, at this point, I can only have 2 bears. But you know what? I'll take them. They help build a decent-sized force. And I'm sure they don't actually cost wealth for the bear. Just the soldiers, which I've got enough of right now. The blacksmith of legend greets you. Welcome. If you bring me a couple of midnight stones, I'll forge you a shield that will thwart your enemies. Do you always talk with such a deep voice? Yes. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Moving on. A baby boy has been born to Isalibra of Aliver. Okay. Well, if you remember, we just learned some new techs. We should probably thank them for their time. Can I do anything while it's... Yes. Let's work on some treaties. Guess we'll have to do it in the inverse. Trade, so if we want that, we have to convince them to give it to us. Perceived value is good. Yeah, I think they want more. Yeah, they want a little bit more for that. Hey, it'll get us money. I need money. And tech, we'll definitely use their technology, so. Alright, 10 for 10. So it worked out. We are friends with the people of Aluvair, the barony of the Shadowed Ridge, and away we go. I could probably trade some more of my materials since it's one of the strengths I have for this unit, or for this group. The only thing I think I would want to change right now is... moving takes entirely too long. Not just because it's a giant world. It's just 2 squares per turn. Get out of here. 1 metal. Alright, you are gonna go there. I think we'll just auto-resolve this one. And I didn't realize I was sitting there so quietly. So, I'll catch you in the next video when I talk more. Alright everyone, have a good night, day, afternoon. Elemental! War of Magic! War!